statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Florida Gators, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buffaloes about to kick it away and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. To the ground with the back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Quarterback gets the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's flagged away. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. RPO and fire to the right. Good. Solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that right receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Power football with the run. Guys, let's chat about Florida. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Lewis wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Got his man. Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Gators!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bucks! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gonna run it. It's Buckley. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Handoff to the lone back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Got a man, it's Buckley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throwing. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Touchdown, Florida! The offense cashing it in on that drive. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Oh, he's looking to throw. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Man, you got to be careful when you're throwing the football over the middle of the field because these windows close really quickly. You saw it on that last play. Great job by the defense coming away with the pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He now has 62 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They run the reverse. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Try to get it to the edge. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Flagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. Breaks into the up. Got enough space. Touchdown Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it on the left. Off and running. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Flagway. He'll pull it down and run. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Gators are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Buckley. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The sure hands, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grab near the sticks, it's Miller. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the work.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Sends it back in motion. Lewis to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
They had a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his man. It's Clark. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To throw, it's Flagway. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch in stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The throw. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. That thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's got it on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Bucs! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Finding an escape route.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive with a pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle, and they're able to get him down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in. It's Winfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect. They keep the drive going.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hayden. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the back. Lewis to throw. He's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
The Buffaloes are on the move. He wants to change this route. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver and tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Colorado! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 24 to South Carolina. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Moving away from pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Smashes ahead. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now.
And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. Oh, and he hit it off the left upright. No good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On the run, it's Buckley. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll go right back to it. There he goes. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. It's complete to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They want to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
The play action fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Lewis wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short.